Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burrell Behavioral Health.
You're invited to pause and feel connected. Let's practice by taking a deep breath in and an exhale out, and start to notice the space around you. What can you see that is a reminder of your connection with others? Maybe it's a drawing created by a child, a music playlist put together with a friend, a beloved pet basking in the sun. If we look closely, there's evidence of our connection to others all around us.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Elite Promotions is a family-owned company dedicated to providing effective, efficient, and quality promotional products to organizations just like yours. Elite Promotions will make it simple for you and quickly find the products that will give you a reason to use Elite. Elite Promotions is the official outfitter of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dressing all 6 teams in the jerseys you see on the field and all of our official fan apparel. Be on the cutting edge. Be Elite. Elite Promotions, ElitePromo.com.
I'm Kyle Carpenter with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Sunday in Springfield, Missouri, where we are ready to bring you another exciting Grip and Rip Baseball League triple header. The third week of the GRBL's 2025 season is the one where the rubber starts to meet the road and the leaders begin to differentiate themselves from the pack. Up first at high noon, it's the Moon City Mavericks taking on the Nixa Suckers. Coming up today at 3, we'll bring you the Ozark Mountain Ducks against the Springfield, check that, we will bring you the Branson Showmen against the Springfield Metropolitans. And then at 6 o'clock tonight on Baseball Night in the Ozarks, it is the annual Battle of the Best Friends as Chris Mesa's Republic Locos at 0-2 look to get their first win of the season against Austin Kendrick's Ozark Mountain Ducks, who are 2-0 and in command of first place in the GRBL South. More on that in the moment. Our eyes turn to the north, and that is where the Moon City Mavericks are off to an outstanding start. 2 wins against no defeats. They defeated the Republic Locos 3-1 on opening day. 9 players recorded at least 1 hit for the Mavs in the win, and they got a great pitching performance from Kyle Carpenter, Ray Bailey, and Tyler Abma. A week ago on August 17th, they defeated the Springfield Metropolitans 5-1, a game in which A.J. Musser got the start and then handed the ball to Kyle Carpenter and Tyler Abma, who delivered scoreless innings in response. It was a 5-1 victory. where the offense produced well enough. Thomas Brand, Alex Bird, and Brandon Winder all had hits. And this is a Mavericks team that has committed just 4 errors in its first 2 games. That is tied for the league lead, as a matter of fact. And it is a good illustration of what good defense behind outstanding pitching can do. I spoke to Moon City manager Daniel England before this one got started, and as he was looking up and down the Nixa Suckers lineup, he told me pitching is going to be what decides this one. He has decided once again to send A.J. Musser to the pitcher's mound, sort of using an opener. The plan is for Musser to get him 1, maybe 2 good innings. He will then hand the baseball to left-hander Kyle Carpenter, who's been very good all season long. Carpenter yet to concede an earned run through 6 innings of work this season. He scattered 3 hits and walked 2 batters, but thus far the ERA is sterling. And speaking of sterling, Tyler Abma has certainly been that guy for the Moon City Mavericks. 35 years old. He has pitched 9 innings, scattering 5 hits, striking out 12, and walking a single batter. He has yet to give up an earned run all season long. He's given up, did give up a run in week 1, but that was unearned. That was an error charged to the defense behind him. So Tyler Abma, last time out, pitched 4 innings through just 39 pitches, and threw 29 of those for strikes. So Tyler Abma, without question, the ace of this Moon City staff, and the plan is for City to get into the driver's seat early in this game, try to keep what's been a pretty decent Nixa offense at bay, and then hand the ball to Tyler Abma to shut the door. England's big concern is that perhaps this Nixa offense will explode in the early innings, and that he will have to make the call to go to Tyler Abma a little bit earlier than he would want to normally. So the Nixa Suckers are 1-1. They are 0-1 in the GRBL South. Every game today is going to be non-divisional, so we have a completely non-divisional triple header on tap today, but still a lot of intriguing storylines. Suckers lost on opening night, August 9th, against the Branson Showmen, 12-9, excuse me. And then they were winners a week ago, 14-4, defeating the Republic Locos, scoring 10 runs in a single inning in a game in which Schuyler Carter was 2 for 4. Carter gets the start tonight in center field, and he will bat in the leadoff position. Let's go ahead and bring you a quick check of the weather as our pregame coverage, sponsored by SRC Holdings, continues. SRC Holdings, the new media sponsor for Grip and Rip Baseball. Right now in Springfield, Missouri, we are at Mark Worley Field at Metter Park, where it is sunny, 78 degrees. Winds are they're out of the north and slightly west, just 2 miles per hour, gusts at 5. It's really not much of a breeze to speak of right now, but the temperature's pretty mild. We have a high today of 84 degrees. There is absolutely nothing in the way of a chance of precipitation, so we will absolutely play today. So take a look at the humidity right now. It's hanging at 39%. The air should thin out just a touch as the day goes on, but there's really not going to be much in the way of a change to the humidity until we get into the evening hours. So the night game, that 6 o'clock game between the Locos and the Mountain Ducks, may see some conditions changed, but really what the teams are warming up right here, right now, the Suckers and the Mavericks are going to play in this. It's going to be about 80 degrees, somewhat humid, with a light breeze out of the north. Pressure's holding steady above 30 inches of mercury, so nothing in the way of a chance of precipitation headed our way today. And that's good news. That means we're going to get all 3 games in today. For if you're looking ahead, long range, this is week 3. We do take Labor Day off, so there will be no GRBL games on August 31st. We'll come back to action on September 7th and then play 4 consecutive triple headers on Sundays to close out the regular season. Let's meet the starters. First for the Moon City Mavericks, 2-0 coming into this contest. They will lead off with their center fielder, Thomas Brand. Batting second will be the right fielder from Springfield, Missouri, Ray Bailey. Batting third from Marshfield, Missouri, the shortstop, Brady Welsh. Batting fourth, the extra hitter, a rookie from Springfield, Missouri. That's Tanner Kellerstrass. Batting fifth is a GRBL all-timer. This is his 10th season from University City, Missouri, Tyler Jones. Batting in the 6th spot is the second baseman from Farmington, Missouri, Brandon Winder. Batting 7th is the pitcher. He is originally from Indiana, now calls Springfield, Missouri home. That's A.J. Musser. Batting in the 8th spot is the catcher from Springfield, Missouri, Alex Bird. Batting 9th, the first baseman. He is from St. Charles, Missouri, Kyle Carpenter. And batting 10th, playing third base from Springfield, Missouri, number 11, Evan Barnett. So it's Brand, Bailey, Welsh, Keller, Strauss, Jones, Winder, Musser, Bird, Carpenter, and Barnett for the Moon City Mavericks to get it started. Nixa Suckers will lead off with a couple of GRBL Hall of Famers. First, the center fielder, the GRBL's all-time leader in hits, Schuyler Carter. Batting second and playing second base is number 5 from Lee's Summit, Missouri, Caleb Cole. Batting third, the catcher, the GRBL's reigning MVP, and the player manager for this club, Courtney Spitz. Batting fourth and playing left field from Waynesville, Missouri, Trent Simpson. Batting fifth from Mount Vernon, Missouri, the shortstop, Logan Rycraft. Batting in the 6th spot is the first baseman from Willard, Missouri, by way of Bolivar, Zach Young. Batting 7th and playing right field, the farmer from Sleeper, Missouri, Seth Burns. Batting in the 8th spot from Falcon, Missouri, by way of Bakersfield, California, the extra hitter, Johnny Best. Batting 9th from Bolivar, Missouri, the third baseman, number 9, Ricky Gooding Jr. And pitching in the 10 spot is number 10 from Nixa, Missouri, Jake Uber. So it's Carter, Cole, Spitz, Simpson, Rycraft, Young, Burns, Best, Gooding, and Uber for the Nixa Suckers. Umpires for this one, the man behind the plate is Edward Browning, and on the bases it is Brian Lozano. Very familiar crew here, a couple of GRBL veterans at this point, Browning and Lozano. And this is a crew that worked several playoff games, including the championship, but this particular alignment with Browning behind the plate and Brian Lozano in the field was a semifinal pairing from a season ago. So we definitely expect to see Ed Browning and Brian Lozano get plenty of work in the Grip and Rip Baseball League as our season goes on. We will step aside, take a break, come back, and bring you our ceremonial, or nope, check that, no ceremonial first pitch. We'll step aside and bring you the real deal. The real first pitch is next, and it's right after this.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burl Behavioral Health.
You're invited to pause and feel connected. Let's practice by taking a deep breath in and an exhale out, and start to notice the space around you. What can you see that is a reminder of your connection with others? Maybe it's a drawing created by a child, a music playlist put together with a friend, a beloved pet basking in the sun. If we look closely, there's evidence of our connection to others all around us.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Elite Promotions is a family-owned company dedicated to providing effective, efficient, and quality promotional products to organizations just like yours. Elite Promotions will make it simple for you and quickly find the products that will give you a reason to use Elite. Elite Promotions is the official outfitter of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dressing all 6 teams in the jerseys you see on the field and all of our official fan apparel. Be on the cutting edge. Be Elite. Elite Promotions, ElitePromo.com.
I'm Kyle Carpenter with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Nixa Suckers and the Moon City Mavericks set to go here at Mark Worley Field at Meadow Park. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Rantzberger, and we welcome you in to the start of Week 3. It's a triple header here today. Grip and Rip Baseball League Season 10, the decade of dominance, rolls on. On the mound for the Nixa Suckers today, a rookie out of the University of Illinois Springfield. From Nixa, Missouri, it's Jake Uber. So far in 2025, he's pitched 7 innings for the Fish, giving up 4 earned runs on 1 hit, striking out 8. He's walked 4 and hit 3 batters, so a 5.14 ERA. A little bit misleading. First outing was a rough one for Uber, in which he walked a total of 4 batters, also hit 3, and gave up 4 earned runs without allowing a hit, but he only lasted 2 innings before he was pulled from the game. Last time out against the Republic Locos was much better. 5 scoreless innings, a single hit, 6 strikeouts, and he didn't walk a batter. Thomas Brand stands in for the Moon City Mavericks and took a big cut at a first pitch that is away. 12:04 p.m., our official start time for this one. Game time temperature 79 degrees and climbing. Pitch outside. Brand thought he checked. It is a called strike in the right hand of umpire Ed Browning. Thomas Brand out of State Fair Community College, 3 for 6 with a double and a triple. Clubs this one in the air right field. Seth Burns sees it well, hauls that one in for the Nixa Suckers, and makes the first out of the ball game. Up next for the Mavericks, another left-handed hitter in Ray Bailey. He's a rookie out of Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri. Went to the University of Missouri, but did not play in the SEC. He played for the club baseball team. So far in his GRBL career, 1 for 3 at the plate with a single. He's ahead here, 1-0. Uber comes up with some high stuff that Bailey swung on, fouled straight back. Timing of the swing, not bad, but he was most certainly under it. As a late arriving crowd sort of filing in here to Meadow Park right at game time. Uber went to a breaking ball there. Umpire Ed Browning says no, and we're at 2-1. Swing and a foul ball back off the bat of Ray Bailey, who now steps back in frustration. We'll do a 2-2 with 1 away, nobody on. Breaking ball, swung on, that is down the right side. Zach Young, the first baseman, had to hurry, but he was not quick enough to beat Ray Bailey, who hustled down the line. I mean, Young did well just to corral that baseball, to be fair. That's going to go down as an infield single to the first baseman for Ray Bailey. And the Mavericks have a man aboard with 1 gone for Brady Welsh. Welsh 1 for 7 with a walk and a pair of strikeouts here in 2025. He's a former minor league pitcher in the Atlanta Braves system who opted to forego his senior year at Arkansas State in 2018, and he signed a free agent contract. Reached the advanced rookie level in the Appalachian League, or the Appalachian League, I guess, depending on where you're from. His best season in terms of hitting would have actually been 2021 with the Nixa Suckers, in a year where he had 14 hits. That was his rookie year. He has managed to land on the Moon City Mavericks ever since. So this is his 4th season with City, and his 5th in the Grip and Rip. Down 1-2 to the rookie Jake Uber. To a breaking ball, that is lifted in the air, center field. Shouldn't be a problem for former Gold Glove Award winner Schuyler Carter, and indeed it is not. 2 away. Bring up the cleanup hitter for Moon City, Tanner Kellerstrass. Newcomer out of Oklahoma Wesleyan University. He is sponsored by Martino Training Systems, and in fact, Tanner Kellerstrass is a personal trainer. He's done well for the Mavericks thus far. 2 for 7 with a double, an RBI, a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. Courtney Spitz throws down to second base. Caleb Cole, well, he was there. The baseball was not, and so it's a stolen base for Ray Bailey. So he moves into scoring position for Kellerstrass, who's behind 0-1 here after taking that pitch. Slightly open right-handed batting stance for Tanner, and Jake Uber bends a curveball into the strike zone. He is ahead here 0-2. Uber, the rookie from Illinois Springfield, takes one look back at the runner, now comes home. Kellerstrass sends this one left side. It's in and out of the glove of the diving Ricky Gooding Jr., but Kellerstrass will reach safely. And a heads-up play from Ray Bailey there to stay put at second base. Advancing wasn't really in the cards, but that's very quickly also being scored as an infield single, and I think so. You know, the rule there is that, you know, could a player have normally made the play with quote-unquote normal effort, and that was certainly an outstanding effort being attempted there by Ricky Gooding Jr., the third baseman. He was fully laid out for that. So the glove touched it, but in the GRBL especially, we tend to lean toward going ahead and awarding the hit. When you only play 7 games in the regular season, you need offense, right? Here's Tyler Jones, sponsored by Roundtable Solutions. He's a GRBL veteran from University City, Missouri. He's worked at 1-1. Fastball, high, no. Jones, 2 for 6. He's also walked twice, so the on-base percentage, a nice healthy .500 at the moment. 1 strikeout, 1 run scored for TJ, who swings and lifts this one foul. That's going to tail beyond the reach of any Suckers defender to have a chance at a play, but a kid's going to go get a Bank of Missouri foul ball, I can tell you that. Opportunity here early for the Mavericks. Scoreless ball game, top of the first. Runners are on first and second, 2 outs. It's a 2-2 count to the batter Tyler Jones. Jake Uber from the chest. Dropped the arm slot. The hunt for Red October, that was a submariner, but it was outside to the left-handed hitting Jones, and the count is full. Payoff pitch. Jones swings and fouls. He's very ahead of that, pulling it basically toward his own on-deck circle on the first base side. That's with the visitors' side here at Mark Worley Field. So we'll do the payoff again, expect the runners to go. And they do. 3-2 pitch, swung on, and Jones felt good about the contact, but he pulled it foul. So we'll do it again. If you're the Suckers, you know these runners are going. If an infielder gets it, it's going to be make the easiest play you can, and it may just be to concentrate on Tyler Jones. Curveball swung on, and Jones fouls off another 3-2. So he is seeing pitches. They've tried the fastball and the curveball there. But we will do it again. 2 men on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tyler Jones. Fastball swung on, and he fouled that one. The at-bat continues. Looking at pitch number 10 coming up here, as Jones doing well to make Jake Uber work and extend this inning. Three-two outside, and he walked him. It's Tyler Jones, veteran at bat there. Hang around long enough, good things happen, and he has now loaded the bases for the Mavericks' second baseman, hitting in the number 6 spot, Brandon Winder. And Brandon Winder, 2 for 6, a double and an RBI. He's got 1 run scored and has struck out twice. He actually played for the Suckers as a rookie in 2024. And he had 10 hits in 8 games. This is in the air to center field. Tracking it and running over is Schuyler Carter. He hauls it in and gets the out. And the inning is over. So the Mavericks made a little noise, but they came up empty-handed. 0-0 is our score. We go to the bottom of the first right after this.
It started with an idea.
championship game of the Grip and Rip Baseball League here in Ozark, and we have had a wild one. It's gone back and forth over the last few innings, just like the season series between these
and
two
became
teams.
a passion.
Had no idea what to expect.
It's incredibly nostalgic.
A brotherhood was created.
These guys, they're like family now.
Then the community got involved.
My family just loves coming out to Grip and Rip.
And $1,000 goes to ALS in the Ozarks.
We love racing!
Champions were crowned.
Back to back to back for Justin Skinner.
Let's go! Champions!
Mark Webb and the Ozark Mountain Ducks are the champions.
Bring on season 10.
Moon City, baby.
Go Fish.
Quack Attack is back.
Go Locos.
Let's go Mets!
It's showtime.
Welcome to season 10 of the GRBL. Baseball's ultimate second chance.
Live coverage of Grip and Rip Baseball is brought to you all season long by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, and by SRC Holdings, official media sponsor of Grip and Rip Baseball. While we're at it, we will thank our title sponsors, Burrell Behavioral Health, with clinics all over southwest Missouri. Check them out at burrellcenter.com. And yes, when you're stuck on the side of the road and you're in need of a tow, make the right call. Let Henry do it. It's Henry's Towing. A.J. Musser on the bump for the Moon City Mavericks, making his second start of 2025. First one was pretty good. 2 innings, no runs, 2 hits, walked 3, struck out a batter through 35 pitches. And the plan is just sort of to flip traditional baseball pitching on its head. Musser functioning as the opener for Moon City. He will likely max out at 2 innings tops if it's going well, and then give way to long reliever Kyle Carpenter. And the idea is to set up Tyler Abma, who for most teams would be a starting pitcher, but for him to come on in the 5th inning, then go the distance and hold the Suckers at bay in the late stages of the game. First order of business for A.J. Musser is the Suckers center fielder, Schuyler Carter, with 86 career hits in 258 at-bats. Lifetime average right around 336 across 10 seasons. He was the league's MVP in its inaugural year, 2016, with Grip and Rip Green. Didn't win the championship that year, but Schuyler Carter, with his name on the Howard Bell Trophy 5 times, is a shareholder of the league record for the most championships won. The other 5-time champion is the Moon City Mavericks skipper, Daniel England. That is swung on, fouled off. Well beyond third base and well beyond the reaches of the AstroTurf here at Meadow Park. 2-1. Musser brings it downhill, throws a breaking ball. Carter jumped out in front of it, pulled it foul, and now we're even 2-2. So Carter in 2025 is 2 for 8. Was 0 for in the opening game, and then started off last week's tilt against the Locos with a pair of strikeouts. Ended up finishing the game 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. Also drew a walk. He's got 2 stolen bases and has struck out 5 times. Musser wanted it there, didn't get the call on the up and out, so it is now 3-2. Full count payoff pitch. Breaking ball swung, grounded right side. Brandon Winder, the second baseman, up with it, and his ball got to Kyle Carpenter in time for the out. Across the infield for the Mavs, it is Evan Barnett making the start today at third base. Brady Welsh is the shortstop. Brandon Winder, who we just heard from, is the second baseman, and Kyle Carpenter's at first. It's Alex Bird behind the plate, with Tyler Jones, Thomas Brand, and Ray Bailey in the outfield. Caleb Cole, the GRBL Hall of Famer, who now calls Fairgrove, Missouri his place of residence. He is originally from Lee's Summit, where he went to Lee's Summit North. Looked at a Steerike there on a slider. Caleb with 67 hits lifetime, among the league's all-time leaders. 2 for 5 as a member of the Suckers here in Season 10. Whoa, ducked out of the way of a breaking pitch that failed to hook up there. Cole has also walked 4 times. He has been hit by a pitch, and he has stolen a couple of bases. On-base percentage nice and healthy for Caleb Cole, but he's looking for hits, and he instead will get hit, wearing one right in the liver. So Caleb Cole is on. As I mentioned, he is going to be a threat to steal, especially with a left-hander in manager Courtney Spitz coming into the batter's box here. Spitz, the reigning league MVP, had 18 hits in 10 games for the Suckers a season ago. Thus far in Season 10, he is 2 for 8. Looked at one there. He is part of the Grip and Rip's 50 hit club with a total of 54. Check that, 56 as he swings and pulls one. My mistake, forgot to add the 2 he's got here in 2025. Yes, 56 hits lifetime for Courtney Spitz. And while more and more we usually have somebody new join the 50 hit club a couple of times a season, it's rare. It takes a while. You know, when you only get an average of 8 or 9 games per season, this takes a while. You have to have a lot of games or a lot of success or both in order to amass that kind of a career stat line. Spitz swung and missed at a low pitch there. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out and a runner on. Cole not taking off yet. We'll see what he does on a 2-strike pitch here. Will he test Moon City catcher Alex Bird? Yes, he will. We got a great jump. Musser bounced the pitch, and Alex did well to keep the baseball in front of him, but that was about all he could do as Caleb Cole swipes second and moves into scoring position. Spitz now will have to protect. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Musser looks back at the runner Cole, now comes home, and he walked him. Pitch was outside. So A.J. Musser has hit a batter and then walked a batter. Suckers with a little bit of business going here. 1 out, 2 on, and the batter will be Trent Simpson from Missouri Valley College. 31-year-old from Waynesville, Missouri. 2 for 8 for the campaign with a couple of runs batted in. He's also scored twice. Sends this one in the air into left center field. That's going to get down in front of Tyler Jones. Caleb Cole will come home and score. It is 1-0 Suckers. An RBI base hit for Trent Simpson. And the Fish strike first. And now the situation is 2 runners in scoring position, second and third. As Simpson was able to hustle to second on that gapper and a throw to third. Batter will be Logan Rycraft, sponsored by Foundation Recovery Systems. He is from Northwest Missouri State University. Swings and chops one to the third baseman, Barnett. Bobbled it, recovered it, got it to first in time, but Spitz is able to score and make it 2-0. Well, Barnett stayed down after the ball juggled on him a bit. And at that point, really the only choice was going to be to gun it over to first, which he did. It was a good 1-out play there. 2 gone. Runner on second. Still Simpson, and the batter is Zach Young, the 41-year-old transportation planner from Willard, Missouri. Looked at a breaking ball for a called strike on the inner half. So Zach Young is in his 3rd year of grip and rip baseball, but coming out of Missouri State University, went to work up north in Iowa, where he found a couple different town baseball clubs in and around Des Moines. So Young played men's baseball there for the better part of a decade before his family relocated back to southwest Missouri. He's from Bolivar, now lives in Willard. And he found his way into grip and rip in 2023. His old high school teammate Jared Brashler helped to get him here. Pitch gets away from Alex Bird. Yeah, that was off of his shin. Simpson thought about coming home, then Bird recovered the ball. They've got Simpson caught between third and home. The pickle is on. Simpson's still running. Musser's got the ball now, and he will win the track meet as Trent Simpson ran out a leg. He got tagged in the back, and so they get out of the inning, keeping a run off the board. Yes, sir. The old 2-5-1 pickle got him out of that. But not before the Nixa Suckers do some damage. 2-0 after the first inning. We'll bring you inning number 2 right after this.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
2-0 the score. A.J. Musser looks at strike 1 from Jake Uber as our second inning is underway. Starting to see the wind pick up a little bit. It's out of the north today at about 8 miles per hour. Could see gusts around 12 or 13. Musser, the Mavericks pitcher, swings and puts this one in the air to shallow center. Schuyler Carter running in, and he makes the catch on the move for the first out. So it's Nixa 2, Moon City nothing here in the second inning. This is the first of 3 GRBL games today here at Mark Orley Field at Meadow Park. Coming up today at 3, the Branson Showmen and the Springfield Metropolitans. Then at 6, the Republic Locos take on the Ozark Mountain Ducks on baseball night in the Ozarks. Jake Uber fires a steerike past the swing of Alex Bird, Moon City catcher. Well, Bird was seeing fastball. He just didn't quite see that one off the bat. Then Uber misses outside with a slider. Alex Bird from Mission University. He's 2 for 6 with a double and an RBI so far in 2025. This is his second season. He was part of the Branson Showmen, the team that won the championship in 2024. 2-1. Uber went high, so did Bird, and he fell behind it. So we're even 2-2 on an 85-mile-per-hour fastball. The high heat from Jake Uber. Tried another slider that was outside. So we will do a 3-2. Back to the fastball they went. Alex saw that and fouled it back to the screen. He'll get another chance. 7th pitch of the plate appearance. Uber tried to get him to chase the high fastball again, but Bird kept it on his shoulder. He draws the walk, and he is on for Kyle Carpenter. Moon City first baseman. We expect to see the lefty on the pitcher's mound before this one is over. Kyle sponsored by Key Cornerstone Realty. He's from St. Charles, Missouri. Now resides in Springfield. Reaches out and lifts this one. Yes, it will get behind the third baseman. A bare hand attempt by the shortstop, Logan Rycraft. It's a bit of a miracle he even got to that baseball, but Kyle Carpenter hustled down and is safe. Tremendous effort on the infield from Logan Rycraft, but it's an infield single for Carp. And now that puts 2 men on for Evan Barnett. Third baseman hitting in the 10 spot today. He's from North Arkansas College. 0 for 2 this season. This is Evans' 4th year in the GRBL. It's his 3rd with Moon City. Big open right-handed stance. Swung on and missed. An Alex Bird, or check that, A.J. Goober fastball. I'm still thinking 2 batters ago. Need more caffeine. Time is called. Not sure if they were giving that to Barnett or to the battery. Doesn't matter. Back in. 0-2. Jake Uber steps off, and he will look the runner back. That's Alex Bird in scoring position for Moon City, leading off of second base. Now Uber comes set. Here's the 0-2. Fastball swung on, lifted in the air, right field. Seth Burns tracks that and makes the catch. Bird will tag up. Burns fires. Got tied up by the cutoff man, and so the runner advances on the throw. 2 away, and we go to the top of the order. Thomas Brand has the opportunity here. Runners on first and third. The Mavericks trail the Suckers by 2 runs. Early days, but if you are a Moon City fan, you watched them strand 3 runners in the first. So you're hoping for some production here. Fastball for a strike. 84 miles per hour from Jake Uber. Thomas Brand flew out to right first time up, so he's now 3 for 7 on the season. Jammer swung on and fouled back. Thomas, one of several kids on this Moon City roster with Springfield, Missouri ties. He went to Glendale, as did at least 3 of his teammates for the Mavs. So he's very used to wearing that powder blue and red. It's now a ball and 2 strikes as he watched that one go by outside and down. Big situation for Uber trying to get out of the inning. Instead, Thomas Brand spoils another, fouling it back. So the battle continues. Breaking pitch that time, no. Outside is the call from the man in charge. Deuce is wild. 2 men on, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jake Uber trying to finish the top of the second. Not that time. Full count. See if he tries the high fastball again. Nods his head, got what he wanted from Courtney Spitz. Tried a slider that Thomas Brand swung on and fouled off. That one's in the parking lot, and that is now in a ditch on the side of Fremont Avenue. Just so happened to have a great look at that going in. Take some bug spray and go fetch that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner takes off. Struck him out looking. Brand down on strikes from the right hand of Jake Uber. And the Suckers squirm their way out of trouble once again. 2-0. Nixa leads Moon City, middle of the second. And we're back right after this.
Life is full of things to worry about. Your home's foundation shouldn't be one of them. Vertical and horizontal foundation cracks, windows and doors that stick are all indications that your home has foundation issues. At Foundation Recovery Systems, we offer permanent solutions that help put your worries to rest. Call us today for a free inspection.
Musser back out to the mound for Moon City. Going to be a minute before we get going here with this changeover. He was waiting for his catcher, Alex Bird, to gear up after they stranded him on the base paths. There is activity in the Moon City bullpen. Tyler Abma, the staff ace, is up getting warm. When he's getting warm, does not look like he is getting hot just yet. That's important to differentiate. But yeah, this could be a little bit of a change in the script for Moon City manager Daniel England. Could be thinking about going to Abma in the third, giving him the middle part of the game, and then saving Kyle Carpenter for the late stage. So in the Grip and Rip League, teams have to make at least 2 Henry's towing pitching changes per game. Pitchers are restricted to a maximum of 3 innings. There's no pitch count, but there is an inning limit. In addition to that 3-inning limit, teams may designate one pitcher with the 3+ tag, and that means that pitcher may go a maximum of 5 innings. And you don't have to use the 5-inning tag on the starter. So, Mavericks have been designating Tyler Abma as their 3+ in the first 2 games. But they've got some options. They've got Ray Bailey. They have Daniel England himself. They have Kyle Carpenter. Lots of guys who can throw. So we will see what they do as this one unfolds. A lot of it's going to depend on how this bottom of the second goes right here, right now for A.J. Musser. Batter is Zach Young. Came up in the first and then watched Trent Simpson get tagged out, going for home on a wild pitch. Looked at a Steerike there. So Zach Young, who works for the Missouri Department of Transportation. 7 hits with the Metropolitans in 7 games a season ago, a year where he struggled off and on with some knee and back trouble. Had 10 hits with the Mets in 2023. A year in which Springfield won it all, won the championship. Musser tried inside with a fastball, didn't get the call, so it's 1-2. Not a bad idea. Trying to go in on the hands. Tried the low part of the zone that time. Young didn't chase it. So we're back even 2-2. Fielder straight away and deep for Zach Young. Fastball swung on, clubbed foul off the front of the Nixa dugout on the third base side. Musser's next pitch was an off-speed that looked like a curve at 71 miles per hour. Young got out in front of it and pulled it foul. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Had a lot of deep counts so far in this game, as the Suckers are trying to work Musser. He missed low with a fastball, and we are full. Saw the Mavericks being patient with the Suckers starter, Jake Uber. This Nixa club is making A.J. Musser labor a little bit, not swinging at anything on the borders. And then Musser, oh goodness, he hit Zach Young in the back. That is A.J.'s second hit by pitch today. Can happen with a pitcher who throws a lot of sliders when they don't hook up as they should against a right-hander. Nonetheless, when you get a 2-strike count, that's just not what you want to do. Seth Burns stands in. The beef cattleman from Sleeper, Missouri, looked at a called strike one. Seth 9 for 27 with the Suckers in 2024, thus far wearing the collar in 25. He's 0 for 3. It's a wild pitch. Bird back to the screen to get it. Zach Young is going to go up 90 feet and move to second base. Seth Burns famously told me his talent is that he can work a lot of hours without making a whole lot of money. Yes, beef cattle farming, not easy. He got out of the way of an inside pitch from A.J. there, and it's 2-1. Seth playing right field today, can also pitch, and we may see him go to the pitcher's mound before this one's done. Seth Burns is a gamer. Actually started his GRBL career with the Mavericks in 2020. He's also had stints with the Nixa Suckers, the Branson Showmen, the Ozark Mountain Ducks, now back with the Nixa Suckers. Lifts one in the air to center field, running in. Tracking it for the Mavericks is Thomas Brand, who makes the catch in the out. So one away. And the batter is going to be the extra hitter. The rookie, originally from Bakersfield, California. So yes, good morning to everybody watching this one on the West Coast. Johnny Best, the rancher, who now lives in the census-designated place that is Falcon, Missouri. Looks at a slider for a strike. Moved to Missouri, bought property south of Rolla, where they built a BMX track on their property. Simply told me the story. He said, my son's into BMX, and that was the place where we could build our own track. And so they did. 0-2 to Johnny Best, who looked at it on the inner half, a called strikeout. He's going to want to go look at that one again. Tough break for Johnny Best, but nice pitch from A.J. Musser. Gets JB looking. Puts 2 away, and it makes the situation much more manageable. Ricky Gooding Jr. is a rookie from Bolivar High School. He is sponsored by the Blue Hens Flea Market and Auction House in Bolivar. Went to Culver Stockton College. Another fish who could make a pitching appearance before this game is done. Ricky down 0-2. A.J. Musser, you know, after hitting Zach Young, has figured out, well, no, he didn't. They're going to say that hit Gooding on the elbow. Yeah, Ricky knew it right away, hopped out, flung the bat, and took off his elbow guard. A.J. Musser not loving it, and now we're going to get a meeting of the umpires. So Ed Browning and Brian Lozano are going to go over what exactly they saw. So Browning saying it hit him on the elbow. And indeed, Gooding will be awarded first base. All right, as it looked like A.J. Musser had found a tunnel he liked, he hits Ricky Gooding. So the inning continues. 2 outs, 2 men on, and the batter is the man in the 10 spot. This is the Nixa pitcher, Jake Uber, who swings and fouls one back off the lid of the press box. Jake Uber 1 for 3. He has drawn a walk, he's been hit by a pitch, he has struck out once, he has scored 3 runs. Looked at a slider there. Musser starting to spin it, finding home somewhere between 68 and 71 miles per hour. He's again ahead 0-2. Trying to bear down. Zipped that one over the plate, and he gets Jake Uber looking. So 2 hit batsmen and 2 strikeouts in an odd inning for A.J. Musser. But the Suckers strand 2. They lead 2-0. We will come back with inning number 3 right after this message from the Bank of Missouri.
I'm Kyle Carpenter with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Nixa Suckers scored a couple of runs in the bottom of the first, and that's been the difference. An RBI double off the bat of Trent Simpson, and then a ground-out RBI for Logan Rycraft made our score 2-0. Nixa leads after 2. We get ready to start the third. Mavericks will send their 2, 3, 4 hitters up this inning, so Ray Bailey, Brady Welsh, and Tanner Kellerstrass due up. Jake Uber is the mound man for the Nixa Suckers. Mavericks have stranded 5 runners through 2 innings here in the early going. Ray Bailey, the rookie from Springfield, Missouri, stands in, hammers that one. It's a one-hopper at the shortstop. Bailey hustled, but they got him by a step. Throw hopped. Zach Young had to backhand it, but he hung on to the throw from the shortstop, Logan Rycraft, and it's a 6-3 putout. So here is Brady Welsh hitting in the 3 spot for City today. Swings and sends this one in the air to right. The second baseman, Caleb Cole, ranged over, and then it came out of the glove. He got a touch, but he did not hang on. And so with that, Brady Welsh is aboard. We're going to go E4. So Jake Uber will not be responsible for the runner, but the Mavericks sure would like to bring him around. Tanner Kellerstrass bats here, sponsored by Martino Training Systems. Tanner had an infield single first time. So he's now 3 for 8 for the campaign. His brother Matthew Kellerstrass, also part of this Moon City Club. had their eyes on playing together long before the season got started. They were told, yes, sometimes brothers do get drafted to the same team, but it doesn't happen all the time. Matter of fact, we've kind of got a split here in Season 10. Of the 4 sets of brothers in the Grip and Rip League, 2 are on the same club. You got the Kellerstrasses on Moon City and the Hensons on the Republic Locos. And then we've got 2 pairings where the brothers are split between teams. Breaking ball from Jake Uber misses high, and Tanner Kellerstrass is back even 2-2. With as much spin as Jake Uber puts on the ball, you can never be so sure that it's not going to dip back into the zone. Nothing fancy there, an 85-mile-per-hour fastball for a swinging strikeout. So Jake's got 2 Ks. And here's Tyler Jones, who drew a walk first time. TJ, his best season, undoubtedly, 2021 with Moon City, where he was 14 for 33 at a .500 on-base percentage, a grand slam, a triple, 2 triples actually, a double, 11 RBIs, which led the league. And the Mavericks went 7-1 and won the Howard Bell Trophy Championship. Down 0-1 after a foul ball. Just a short, shuffling lead from Brady Welsh over there at first. Trying not to draw any attention to himself. Uber came with a fastball. Jones put this one in the air to right. Running over is the right fielder Seth Burns. He was outside the line but short of the fence. And he kept it in the basket to make the catch and the 3rd out. So the Mavericks strand another runner. That's 6 on the day. They trail the Nixa Suckers 2-0. The Fish come to bat in the bottom of the 3rd.
Your local Hotsy dealer is an expert with hands-on cleaning knowledge to help you select the ideal pressure washer for your job. Take confidence in knowing you have a resource for all your cleaning needs. Service can be scheduled in-house or on location by a factory-trained technician using genuine Hotsy parts. Be sure to ask about scheduled maintenance plans, as well as a variety of accessories to clean more efficiently. And don't forget the soap. We have detergents for every cleaning need and have a bulk delivery program. Customized wash bays and mobile cleaning systems are also available. Build a partnership where you're a name, not a number. Contact your local Hotsy dealer to see why nothing cleans like a Hotsy.
City Mavericks. They call on their ace. This is the right-hander Tyler Abma. So, Daniel England kind of hinted that an old switcheroo might be possible, and he's doing it here, trying to catch the Suckers off guard. And catch him off guard is the name of the game for Tyler Abma. 9 innings in 2025. He has allowed no runs, 5 hits, struck out 12, and walked just a single batter. Came into this thing with a career ERA of 2.11. That has since gone down. It is now 1.84. Last time out, he pitched 4 innings against the Metropolitans, faced 15 batters, and needed just 39 pitches to do it. So he was as efficient as he was good. First man he will see is the GRBL's hit king Schuyler Carter, who swung and fouled one back to the screen to fall behind 0-1. So the Suckers are at the top of the order. It'll be Carter, Cole, and Spitz this inning, with Trent Simpson waiting in the wings. Should anyone manage to get on, Schuyler Carter will get on as he singles out to right field in front of the lefty Ray Bailey there. So something cooking in the fryer for the Fish. Carter is on with a leadoff single for Caleb Cole. Caleb got hit his first time up. So, as we said earlier, his on-base percentage in 2025 is quite healthy. He's been hit twice, he has drawn 4 walks, and he's also got 2 hits. Make it 3, sends that one in between the shortstop and the third baseman out into the left field. So the GRBL's 2 Hall of Famers on this Nixa roster with 2 swings put 2 runners on, nobody out, and the batter is Courtney Spitz. So a rough start for the Moon City mound man Tyler Abma. Spitz now calls Nixa, Missouri home. He is originally from Springfield, where he went to Kickapoo High School. Then he, from there, went to Neosho Community College in Chanute, Kansas. Finished out his college career at Division II Drury University back home, where he hit .322 with the Panthers and had a .401 on-base percentage. Looked at a strike there. Courtney and his wife Katie have 3 kids now. I think they're all here watching Dad today. Oh, runner takes off, and now they've got Schuyler Carter caught in a rundown. Mavericks will get the out there, and now Caleb Cole is going to be caught. Oh, and then they hit him on the helmet with the throwback. Cole got it rung, and now he's heading back to second base where he'll slide in safely. I guess he's all right, but yeah, he just got absolutely domed right in the back of the head by Brady Welsh, the Mavericks shortstop. Yeah, those two are talking it over as to what just happened there. Funky situation. They do get the lead runner, Carter. So now a runner on second for Spitz and a 1-1 count. Fastball swung on, missed. Suckers got aggressive on the base paths there. Paid the price with an out. Still 1 away. Abma got Spitz with a slider. So 2 outs and a runner on second. Trent Simpson's going to come up here. He's hitting in the cleanup spot for Nixa today. He's from Waynesville, Missouri. The GRBL's 2022 Rookie of the Year. Trent had an RBI double first time up, so he's now 3 for 9. Make it 4 for 10 on the season, and a run will score. That's Cole making it 3-0 at Suckers. Trent Simpson has 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Jumping on the first offering from Tyler Abma. I think it's safe to say Trent Simpson brought the A game today. He is on for Logan Rycraft. Rycraft 0 for 1 with an RBI today. So he's now 1 for 9 here in Season 10. Logan sponsored by Foundation Recovery Systems. He's from Mount Vernon, Missouri, but now resides in Nixa. So playing for the hometown club after a rookie year with the Ozark Mountain Ducks. 0-1 to Rycraft. Abma threw him a slider for a strike. That is vintage Abma stuff right there. You cannot tell if it's a fastball or a slider until it's up on you. Tried the fastball again at 85 miles per hour. Rycraft fouled that one back out of here, out into the parking lot. Nothing in 2. Fourth pitch of the plate appearance to the second-year man from Northwest Missouri State. Oh, Abma took him inside. Might have hit him, but Rycraft was already committed to swinging, so that results in a foul ball. And he'll see another 0-2. That was a mistake pitch from Abma, but Rycraft not able to make him pay for it. That's the kind of pitcher Tyler Abma is. You know, even the mistakes seem to work in his favor. The 0-2 swung on in the air, right field. Bailey shuffle, reaches up, makes the catch, and the Mavericks get out of the inning. But the Suckers score another. An RBI base hit from Trent Simpson, who has driven in 2 today. The Fish lead the Mavs 3-0.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
Mr. Callahan, let's play Word Connect.
I don't want to.
I'll start.
I'm not gonna.
Air.
Services.
Professional.
Trustworthy.
Quality.
Satisfaction.
Everyday.
Overnight.
24/7. Repair.
Replace.
Air.
Water.
Heating.
Cooling.
VIP.
Membership. Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's bad.
Stop.
Go.
Jimmy!
Mr. Callahan!
Fired.
Hired. That was fun. Again?
Call Air Services today.
Innings down. Jake Uber back to the mound for the Nixa Suckers, so he will get the 3+ inning designation for the Fish. No surprise there. That's pretty much been their MO all season long. So any reliever who comes on for Nixa from this point forward will be limited to a max of 3 innings of work. Brandon Winder steps in first for Moon City and swings at strike 1. Suckers still look to be on the field as they started the game. Spitz behind the plate, Gooding, Rycraft, Cole, and Young on the infield. Simpson, Carter, and Burns, the outfielders. Batter is Brandon Winder, native of Farmington, Missouri. Watched a fastball go by high, ball 2. Winder works for Cintas, went to Farmington High School and Mineral Area College. Hot shot up the middle, Cole dives, comes up empty, and it's a base hit for Brandon Winder, his 3rd of the season. So 3 hits in 3 games for Brandon Winder. A steady contributor, and it is a first plate appearance of the day for Tyler Abma, who came on in relief of A.J. Musser. So straight up swap here, pitcher for pitcher. 35-year-old Tyler Abma looked at a called strike. Abma was 2 for 8 with 2 RBIs as a member of the Branson Showmen a season ago. Watch that one go by high. Best year at the plate, that was his rookie year, also with the Branson Showmen. He was 5 for 21 that year. Did hit an honest-to-goodness double. That went upstairs to get that one, but Seth Burns, the right fielder, is there to make the catch and the out. That's Jake Uber with that sidearm to submarine delivery. Did well to make Abma reach up for that one, and it creates those lazy fly balls like you just saw there. Third put out of the game for the Nixa right fielder, Seth Burns. So batter is Alex Bird, who swings and fouls one off. Bird, professionally a team manager at a Sonic drive-in. Probably knows the secret formula for a delightful cherry limeade. Ball and a strike. Fastball, right side. Second baseman Cole throws to Rycraft, the shortstop, and he is called safe. So Rycraft sprawled out to get to the baseball, and in doing so, left the bag. So everybody's safe. Nothing in one to Kyle Carpenter, the Moon City first baseman. Carpenter swings and fouls that one back. He was, I don't think, sure where that one went. I'm not sure Carpenter saw that one into the bat. He's quickly behind 0-2. Make it 1-2. Official scorer Jacob House has charged the Nixa second baseman with an error on the play by Bird. So, unfortunately, Alex, if you're an Alex Bird fan, no hit on that one. But he did the job, put the ball into play, extending the effort for the Mavericks here. Trailing by 3 in the top of the fourth. 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carpenter grounds one up the middle to the shortstop. Rycraft steps on the bag for 1, throws to Zach Young for 2, adds a somersault at the end for style, and a double play, a 6-3. Gets Nixa out of the inning. They maintain a 3-0 advantage against Moon City. It's the middle of the fourth, and we're back with more Grip and Rip baseball right after this.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts. Changeover here. Moon City Mavericks catcher Alex Bird was on the base paths, and so he is just heading behind home plate. Let's take some warm-up throws from Tyler Abma. Abma so far has given up 3 hits. And the 1 run was earned, so that is the first
earned run charged to Tyler Abma in 2025. Not an easy feat by any stretch. Abma had a 1.97 ERA with the championship-winning Showman a season ago. 2.25 in his first GRBL year. 35 years old. He's originally from Miller, Missouri, but he and his wife Allison lived in Utah for a time, so he continued to play the game and pursued pitching and hitting in a league in Sandy, Utah. But when they relocated back to southwest Missouri, he immediately rejoined some of his former Drury University teammates and found home here in the Grip and Rip. He's ahead 0-1 on Zach Young. Another Sunday baseball vet with experience out of state. Young played approximately 10 seasons in and around Des Moines, Iowa. This is launched in the air to right, running over but running out of real estate is the Moon City right fielder Ray Bailey. And the baseball fell harmlessly into the Moon City bullpen out there in right field. So a loud strike off the bat of Zach Young. Ball and 2 strikes. We're still looking for, I believe, an answer to the GRBL trivia question. So if someone watching can answer this, Tony Lewis himself will give you a prize. The question is, which GRBL player has thrown the most innings from the pitcher's mound in the 10-year history of this league? It was 4 choices. That is a high fly into center field. Mavericks, well, then it tailed right with the wind out of the north, so it's going to be Bailey coming in and making the catch in front of the center fielder, Thomas Brand, as they worked out their communication issue and they got Zach Young. Batter is Seth Burns. Don't remember what all the distractors were on that trivia question. I know what the answer is. Looking for the pitcher who has the most career innings in the history of the Grip and Rip. I can tell you it is more than 200 in total. He is not in this game. There you go, there's your hint. But he will be up later tonight at 6 o'clock to be exact on Baseball Night in the Ozarks, as the Ozark Mountain Ducks take on the Republic Locos. Before that one at 3, it's the Branson Showmen against the Springfield Metropolitans. 1-2 pitch to Burns is a slider, swung on, missed. 2 away, and the batter is Johnny Best. So Best with the high socks and the stirrups. Classic look. Also has the classical mustache and some classical eye black to go with it. Just vintage hard-scrabble baseball player's appearance. This is grounded to second. Brandon Winder hops up with it, makes the throw to Carpenter in time for the out. So after conceding his first earned run of 2025, Tyler Abma rebounds with a 1-2-3 inning. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball right after this.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Back with the top of the fifth, it's the GRBL Kids race. I'm seeing a lot of Nixa Suckers jerseys down there as the whole pack of them. Somebody from Suckers fandom is going to win. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 finish for kids in Nixa Suckers gear before a Mavericks jersey crosses the line. So 3-0 is the score. Nixa Suckers win the kids race. And they are leading this baseball game against the Moon City Mavericks. Jake Uber back to work. So yeah, trivia question. I'm now clear on what the multiple choices were. Is it A, Clay Murphy, B, Schuyler Hinson, C, Andy Galley, or D, Mike Hudgens? One of those is correct. One of them is absolutely not correct at all. Two of them are pretty good guesses. Looking for the pitcher with the most GRBL career innings. This will be the last one for Jake Uber. Regardless of outcome, he can pitch here in the fifth, and then he must give way to a reliever. Mavericks, not necessarily looking to, well, I'm sure they would take a crooked number if they could get it here. But they are stranding runners. That's been really the tail of the tape for Moon City in this one. 8 left on in the first 4 innings. And 4 of those have been in scoring position. Batter is Evan Barnett. Flew out to right field his first time up. Swung at strike 1. It's been a quality start for Jake Uber, who looks the part of the third-round draft pick that he is. And Nixa will count on him to continue to eat innings as this season goes. He is without a doubt the workhorse. The question is, will it be Landon Clark, Ricky Gooding, Seth Burns, player to be named later? Nixa's got some activity going in the pen right now. Actually, it looks like Jamar Averyhart up and throwing. So Evan Barnett down on strikes to start the fifth. Back to the top of the order goes Moon City, and up comes Thomas Brand. Center fielder from State Fair Community College wears number 4. 0 for 2 today, a fly out and a strikeout. 3 for 8 for the season. Has drawn a couple of walks, has struck out twice. Had 7 hits in 8 games as a member of the Ozark Mountain Ducks in 2024. Part of a rookie year that featured a chance to play on the same team as his father, Kurt. Shot up the middle for Thomas Brand. A sliding attempt from the second baseman, Caleb Cole, came up empty-handed. And so Thomas is on. And that has been scored as an infield hit for Moon City. I think that's pretty fair. Ray Bailey is the batter. Saw someone in the chat say that Ray Bailey is the GOAT. Well, Moon City needs him to be him right here, right now, trailing by 3. Bailey has quickly fallen behind 0-2. Jake Uber gets the sign from Courtney Spitz and nods. He's coming home. Bailey swings and fouls this one off. He'll get to do it again. Conservative lead for the base runner Thomas Brand over at first with 1 out. The 0-2 swung on. That's going to get up the middle. Rycraft has it for one. Another double play by the Nixa Suckers shortstop, Logan Rycraft. Turns the 6-3. And so Jake Uber faced the minimum in the 5th. That is 5 scoreless innings for him. We will bring you his final numbers on the other side of this break. But a good day for Jake Uber as the Nixa Suckers lead 3-0.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Nixa Suckers come to bat in the bottom of the 5th, leading the Moon City Mavericks 5-0. Batter is the third baseman Ricky Gooding Jr. for the Suckers. Tyler Abma out to work his 3rd inning for Moon City. Final numbers for Jake Uber, Nixa Suckers starting pitcher. 5 innings, no runs, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Mavericks have stranded 9 runners through the first 5 innings. 4 of those runners were in scoring position, so left on base certainly telling a tale, but defense telling a story for Nixa as well, with a couple of double plays by their star shortstop Logan Rycraft. Tyler Abma dealing with Ricky Gooding. 0-1 slider swung on and missed to make it 0-2. Ricky Gooding sponsored by the Blue Hens Flea Market and Auction House in Bolivar, Missouri. Breaking ball from Abma, no. It's 1-2. Blue Hens, family owned and operated, located at 525 West Broadway. 1-2 to Gooding. Swung on in the air, center field. Thomas Brand hesitated for a second to read the drop. Did so. Took a step in and made the catch. Out number 1 is in the books. Batter for the Suckers is a pinch hitter. This is Arturo Liendo, an infielder from Universidad Central de Venezuela. Lives in Branson, Missouri. Broke in with Republic in 2024. Looking for his first hit as a member of the Nixa Suckers right here. 0 for 3 with a couple of walks. 2 strikeouts and a run scored. And Abma being aggressive with the pinch hitter, Arturo Liendo. Coming home with an 0-2. Swung on, chopped. A couple of hops to the first baseman, Carpenter. No, that's Hornberger. Sam Hornberger lobbed the throw over. Put enough air under it for Tyler Abma, who was covering the bag from the pitcher's mound, and they get the out. So the Mavericks have made a couple of substitutions on the defense. They've got Tanner Kellerstrass on at third base. It's still Brady Welsh at shortstop, still Brandon Winder at second, but Sam Hornberger is playing first base. And they have also brought on Nick Bacon in left field. The other two outfielders still Thomas Brand and Ray Bailey, and it's still Alex Bird behind the plate. The batter for the Suckers is Schuyler Carter. Nobody on, 2 outs. Carter 1 for 2 today. 3 hits on the season. He is from Evangel University and sponsored by the Vineyard Market in Ozark, Missouri. Nothing in 1, swung on and missed. The 0-2 from Tyler Abma is a fastball, and he missed down. Fielder's playing Schuyler Carter to pull, but giving him a lot of room sort of on the right center side of things. Breaking pitch is grounded to the third baseman, Tanner Kellerstrass. On the run, Carter dives, and he is safe. Schuyler Carter is breathing deeply upon reaching safely there. But a great effort by the third baseman, Kellerstrass. And that's going down as an infield single for Carter. He is on for Caleb Cole. So a couple of old Drury Panthers going at it here. Caleb Cole, the batter, Tyler Abma, the pitcher. Here's a check throw, sending Schuyler Carter scampering back over to first. So Caleb Cole's got a single, and he's been hit by a pitch today. So 3 for 6, hitting .500 on the season. Looks at a fastball and walks away muttering to himself. Not liking that Abma got him with a heater at the knees there. Nothing in 1. Abma from the belt took something off, and Cole got ahead of it and pulled it. It is foul right off the front screen on the Suckers dugout. So the dugouts here are at ground level with the field, but there is about a 5-foot screen in front of the dugout that the players tend to go lean on. Runner goes. Cole puts this one in the air to center. Brand will dive. He will not get there. This is going to be trouble. Carter rounding third. He will score easily to make it 4-0 Suckers. It's an RBI double off the bat of Caleb Cole, whose immensely hot season 10 continues. So Cole is now in scoring position for Courtney Spitz. Mavericks would like to be out of this inning. Instead, the Suckers extending it, putting a run on the board with 2 outs and extending the lead to 4 runs. Abma missed high with a fastball. One-0 to Spitz is outside to make it 2-0. Next offering from Tyler Abma. That is high. So Abma leaving pitches up, perhaps a little frustrated. Going to throw a 3-0 here. That's a slider. Spitz sends that one out into left field, so that's a base hit. Suckers will hold the runner at third. And now Spitz is caught between the bases. This is going to be trouble. Run came home. It is now 5-0, and they will tag to get the out. But the run does score, as it occurred well before the tag. So Courtney Spitz running off the base to draw enough attention from the Mavericks that they had to do something with it, and that allowed Caleb Cole to score. It is 5-0 Nixa. Back with inning number 6 right after this.
Remanufacturing isn't just a process, it's a legacy. From the seasoned hands of our experts to the eager spirit of the new generation, we bridge the gap by bringing together knowledge and innovation. We are one team with diverse experiences. We are moving toward one goal to ensure our future thrives. We are on one mission to pass down wisdom and embrace the new, ensuring the earth flourishes for generations to come. We are CNH Reman.
Henry's towing pitching change for the Nixa Suckers. They will turn to Ricky Gooding Jr., the rookie from Bolivar, Missouri, Culver Stockton College. That's where he played after high school. He is sponsored by the Blue Hens Flea Market and Auction House. So Ricky Gooding, a right-hander, comes into the contest today. 4 innings, 5 earned runs on 3 hits, a couple of strikeouts, 6 walks. Looking to bring the ERA down today. First batter he sees is Brady Welsh. Gooding with a sidearm delivery there, missed down and in. It'll be Welsh, Tanner Keller-Strauss, and Tyler Jones. Or check that, it'll be Nick Bacon. They've got a pinch hitter up with a bat in his hand. So Bacon due up in the 3 spot this inning. 2-1 to Brady is a breaking ball that dipped into the zone for a called strike. Welsh, judging by the body language, did not care for the location of the zone there. Gooding attacked back inside. Welsh fouled it off. That's going to get over the screen. New catcher for the Suckers as well is Johnny Best. New third baseman is Arturo Liendo. Looking around the outfield, still Simpson, Carter, and Burns out there. So that is as the Fish started the game. Gooding missed high and out of the zone. It's now 3-2. Nobody out. Welsh clubs that one into left field. That will 2-hop for a base hit. It's a single for Brady Welsh. That'll bring up the extra hitter, Tanner Keller-Strauss, number 13. He is sponsored by Martino Training Systems. Rookie out of Oklahoma Wesleyan University. Played 3 seasons of college baseball there at the NAIA level. 84 games. Hit .330 with a .439 on-base percentage. 30 for 91 lifetime. Continues to swing a nice bat here in the grip and rip. That is now 3 hits in 3 games for Tanner Keller-Strauss, and that single out into center field sets up a very healthy situation for a pinch hitter. And my mistake, that is not Nicholas Bacon, that is Matthew Keller-Strauss. So Tanner's brother Matthew coming up here. Well, he played at Evangel University, only 1 season of baseball, and then he switched over and ran track and field. So Matthew is younger. Swing and a drive in the air to center field. Back goes Simpson. Sets up and makes the catch. They will make Trent have to make the throw, but make it he does. And so Brady Welsh will very wisely retreat back to second base. So a long out, but the first out of the inning is on the board. It's going to set up first and second for number 12, Brandon Winder, the Moon City second baseman. Winder is 1 for 2 today. So he's 3 for 8 for the season. Swung on a curveball. Fouled it back off the net. So Brandon Winder, with his team trailing by 5, I think was anxious to take a hack at that one. Another curveball, and this time it gets the result Ricky Gooding wanted. It is a pop-up on the infield. Caleb Cole camps out, makes the catch, and gets the second out. So the Suckers protecting a 5-run advantage. One more chance here. The batter will be Tyler Abma, the pitcher. So Abma, a capable hitter. This is not a freebie out, and that is why Daniel England sending him to the plate and not DHing. Gooding started Abma with a curveball for a called strike. Caught that low and away corner. So after giving up a couple of hits, Gooding has been trying to serve up flyouts. Touches his chest there as he missed inside to tell his catcher Johnny Best, my bad. It looked like Gooding dropped the arm slot, and in doing so released the ball earlier than he wanted to. That looked like more what he was angling for. True sidearm pitch at the belt. Swept across the plate for a called strike 2. 1-2 to Abma. Gooding looks back at the runner, a little hitch in the leg kick. Abma grounds it softly up the middle. Rycraft's throw is in time, and the Suckers get out of the inning once again. Moon City strands a 5th runner in scoring position. They trail the Nixa Suckers 5-0. Back with more right after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. The risk of losing your hard-earned money to scams is real, especially the scammers sending out fake communications. And that's why we're talking to our Director of Fraud Mitigation, Corey Gerstenschlager. He's got some good practices to help keep your money safe.
Thank you, Nicole. Yes, often we're seeing that people are being contacted by scammers through text message, phone calls, or emails, posing as legitimate companies or even your bank, trying to persuade you into providing sensitive information like passwords and things of that nature, sometimes even asking you to send them money. If you receive any kind of communication like this and you didn't ask for it, that's a good red flag that it isn't legitimate. So when you have those situations, get an actual number that you trust for that company, call them and verify the accuracy of the information that you're receiving. Good rule of thumb is make sure to check your accounts frequently and report any suspicious activity.
Thanks, Corey. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. Back to the hill for the Moon City Mavericks, who trail the Nixa Suckers 5-0 as we get ready for the bottom of the 6th. Starting to be fish or cut bait time for the Mavs. How about the Suckers in the driver's seat on this one? It'll be Trent Simpson, Logan Rycraft, and Zach Young due up this inning. Beginning with Simpson, who was 2 for 2 with a couple of RBIs on the day.
Only RBI opportunity on this one is to hit it out of here. There you go, Trent. There's your challenge. Trent and his wife, Sydney, just welcomed their second child into the world right before the start of this 2025 season. So they've got 2 girls now. Tell you what, the lack of sleep may be doing something for Trent, as he's having a good day today. He's having a good season so far, 4 for 10. Now with 4 RBIs. He's down 0-2 here after that foul ball. Tyler Abma comes back at him with a slider. Simpson lifts it in the air, center field. Brand backpedals a couple times at the last second, but he hauled it in and made the grab. First time for Trent Simpson to be retired today. That'll bring up Logan Rycraft. So the shortstop, sponsored by Foundation Recovery Systems, had 125 hits in more than 500 college at-bats in 4 years at Northwest Missouri State. Played Division II baseball in the MIAA conference. And then Logan had a professional season with the Roswell Invaders of the Pecos League. 20 hits in one season of Pecos League ball. Was on base with a .374 percentage. Average was .233. So Logan was doing the professional thing and working the count. He's a little more aggressive here, trailing Abma 1-2. Swinging a pink baseball bat. Slider, no. Outside ball 2. Well, the umpire showed 1-2 on the hands. So now I believe we are 2-2, as the hands not matching the scoreboard. Well, it doesn't matter. Here's a grounder to the shortstop. Up with it is Welsh, settles down, makes the throw over to Hornberger in time for the out. So Brady Welsh gets Rycraft, and the batter for the Fish will be Zach Young. Nobody on for him. He's 0 for 1 today. A fly out to center field and a hit by pitch. So Young 1 for 4 with an RBI. He's been plunked twice. He has drawn 5 walks. That leads the league. Started the day with a .778 on-base percentage. Looked at a beauty of a front door slider for a called strike 1. It is 1-1. Swinging a grounder left side. Welsh fires. Yes, right on the button. 3 up and 3 down. A pair of 6-3 putouts end the 6th. 5-0 is the score. Nixa Suckers lead the Moon City Mavericks, who come to bat when we come back. It's Grip and Rip Baseball, live and free on YouTube.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burl Behavioral Health.
You're invited to pause and feel connected. Let's practice by taking a deep breath in and an exhale out, and start to notice the space around you. What can you see that is a reminder of your connection with others? Maybe it's a drawing created by a child, a music playlist put together with a friend, a beloved pet basking in the sun. If we look closely, there's evidence of our connection to others all around us.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Elite Promotions is a family-owned company dedicated to providing effective, efficient, and quality promotional products to organizations just like yours. Elite Promotions will make it simple for you and quickly find the products that will give you a reason to use Elite. Elite Promotions is the official outfitter of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dressing all 6 teams in the jerseys you see on the field and all of our official fan apparel. Be on the cutting edge. Be Elite. Elite Promotions, ElitePromo.com.
I'm Kyle Carpenter with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Towing pitching change for the Nixa Suckers. They bring on the right-hander from Sleeper, Missouri, Seth Burns. The first batter he will face is the Moon City catcher, Alex Bird. So Seth Burns so far in 2025 has been pretty good. 4 innings. He has faced 16 batters, no runs, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, spotless ERA. Seth had a spotless ERA in 2024 with the Suckers, in which he only pitched 3 innings, had 1 strikeout and 1 walk, was used rather sparingly. I suspect he will get more innings as 2025 goes on, and he's on in relief of Ricky Gooding here. There's a fly ball off the bat of Alex Bird into shallow right. And running in and making the grab there for the Suckers is their new right fielder, Landon Clark. So with, Seth Burns coming on to pitch, Nixa had to replace him out there, and Landon Clark, the rookie from Strafford, Missouri, is the one getting that call. Kyle Carpenter stands in next. He has been teammates with Seth Burns in the past. Both of them were with the Ozark Mountain Ducks in 2023. Seth's got a fastball slider change. Doesn't tend to overwhelm with power. His strength is going to be to throw strikes, serve up a few grounders, and maybe make a man miss once in a while, as he just did with Carpenter. 2 balls and a strike. Counts back even 2-2. Kyle Carpenter, sponsored by Key Cornerstone Realty, based in St. Peters, Missouri. 3-1, swung on. That will go into the glove of the first baseman, Zach Young, but foul ball is the call. Brian Lozano was right there in position to see it. So Young tried to sell that as a fair ball, because they had Carpenter pretty well toast, but instead we'll do another 2-strike pitch. And he walked him on a 3-2. So Carpenter is on. Mavericks will send up Sam Hornberger. He is the first baseman for City. Came off the bench in this one. This is his first plate appearance. Sam off to a nice start, and that is a well-hit ball deep into left field, but Trent Simpson is there for the Suckers. Makes the catch and the out, so Sam Hornberger's average falls to 400 even. Two away, trailing by 5. The Moon City Mavericks are getting men on base. They have done so in each of these first 7 innings. They just have nothing to show for it. Thomas Brand is 1 for 3. 4 for 9 for the campaign. Just been a tough offensive day for Moon City. Unable to break through the barrier and score anybody. Suckers, meanwhile, 5 runs on 7 hits. A couple of those belonging to Trent Simpson. It's been the difference. If I'm not mistaken, this is Seth Burns' first time working with Johnny Best as his battery mate. So they've fallen behind 3-1 to the Moon City center fielder Thomas Brand, who watches ball 4 go by low. So a couple of long flyouts, a couple of walks this inning for the Suckers' Seth Burns. Moon City once again has a man in scoring position. Batter's going to be Ray Bailey. Pitch goes inside, got away from Best, and Kyle Carpenter thought about it, but then he thought twice and went back. He's now getting the, "oh come on, why didn't you run?" from the Nixa shortstop, Logan Rycraft. Bailey in the left-handed batter's box. Watched Seth Burns miss with a fastball. 2-0 to Bailey. Swung at a slider and missed. Nice pitch from Burns, making it run in on the left-handed hitter. That's what Seth can do when he is at his sharpest. 2-1 breaking ball. Bailey sat back and waited for it, and he ended up pushing it foul third base side. Well, coming up today at 3 o'clock, the Branson Showmen taking on the Springfield Metropolitans. And tonight at 6, we've got the Ozark Mountain Ducks and the Republic Locos on baseball night in the Ozarks. Part of GRBL Sunday triple headers throughout the fall here at Mark Worley Field at Meadow Park. Don't forget the Labor Day break. We will not be in action next Sunday, August 31st. Everybody's got the day off to rest and recover. So after today, you won't see GRBL baseball live again until September 7th. Breaking ball from Seth Burns, swung on. They trying to say Mavericks. Bailey acting like he fouled that. And yeah, foul ball is the call. Johnny Best came up and tagged him like it was a dropped third strike. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Mavericks trailing by 5. Need something right here. 2-2. Runner takes off. They missed high, but it's a stolen base for Kyle Carpenter. And the count should be full. Yes, 3-2. Seth Burns came home. Bailey goes up the middle. Seth's got it. His throw over to Zach Young is in time, and the Mavericks again have stranded a runner in scoring position. That is the 5th time today. And the scoreboard is starting to show it. 5-0. Suckers have the lead. We are back with more Grip and Rip baseball right after the 7th inning stretch, which is brought to you by Sumit's Hot Yoga. At Sumit's Hot Yoga, you are going to feel awesome.
I need a change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible.
Try our community classes for only $8. Sumit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burl Behavioral Health.
In a world that requires us to be in constant motion, we can focus on moving our bodies in ways that restore us instead of deplete us. Let's listen to our bodies and briefly stretch in ways that fit what we need. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale out as you gently stretch your neck, your shoulders, or your arms. We deserve to build physical rest into our daily routines.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Back with you live here at Meadow Park, home of the Grip and Rip Baseball League throughout this 10th season, the decade year. 5-0 is the score. The Nixa Suckers lead the Moon City Mavericks, and it is the Suckers coming to bat. Seth Burns, the pitcher, comes to scratch here in the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Abma still out there for Moon City. This is the 5th and final inning that he is eligible to work. This is a high pop-up. Shortstop Brady Welsh charges in, made a basket catch and then flipped it. And are they calling the out? No, they're not. They're calling Seth Burns safe. Oh my goodness. So Brady had that in the basket. I thought he was flipping it behind his back. Instead, that's going to be E6, courtesy runner for the pitcher, so Jake Uber will come on to run for Seth Burns. And Nixa has a man on. Not at all the way the Mavericks would have wanted that one to go. Nonetheless, the speedy Jake Uber, who runs the bases well, is on for Johnny Best, who lays down a bunt, and it's a good one, to the third baseman Kellerstrass, who barehands. They do get Johnny Best, but the sacrifice is successful, and Uber advances to second base. So up 5, Nixa playing a little small ball. It's going to bring up a pinch hitter. This is Landon Clark. This is Clark batting in the stead of Ricky Gooding. Clark came on to play the outfield when Seth Burns came to the mound, and Landon Clark looks at a strike. Clark, sponsored by Elevate Athletics in Strafford, Missouri. He's batting 2 for 7. With 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored, and he struck out 3 times, so sort of feast or famine for Landon Clark. He's originally from Springfield, Missouri, and played baseball at Hillcrest. Down 0-2 after a foul ball. Abma tried a high slider, no. Tyler Abma from the belt. The 1-2 to Landon Clark after a long look, and nope, we will have no pitch. The time is called. So Abma looked and looked and looked at Jake Uber. Somebody flinched in the box, and then he missed inside with a fastball. So we're back even 2-2. 1 out. Runner in scoring position for Nixa. Another big lead for Jake Uber, and Tyler Abma tried to paint the corner. Did not. Plate umpire Edward Browning called that one inside, so it's a full count. Payoff pitch, swung on and chopped to the third baseman. Kellerstrass took a long look at Uber, and then he airmailed the throw. That's going to send Clark back to first, and it will send Uber around to score. It is now 6-0 Suckers. So an error by the third baseman allows Jake Uber to score. Suckers have now scored runs in the first, third, fifth, and seventh. So it's been sort of steady production all day. Arturo Liendo is the batter next. For an inning that all began with an error, the Mavericks have added another one to the tally. So the run not charged to Tyler Abma, but you can tell he's unhappy with it all the same. It's now a 6-run ball game. He misses outside to Liendo. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just goes to show it is easy to lose baseball games in the GRBL. It's hard to win. Sometimes the margin between the two is very thin. So Liendo goes down on strikes. We'll go back to the top of the order now, and the Suckers will send up Schuyler Carter. 2 for 3, a single, an infield single, and a ground out to the second baseman back in the first inning. Carter sponsored by the Vineyard Market. That's in Ozark, Missouri. Off the State Route CCJ exit, right across from Lambert's Cafe on the east side of Highway 65. 0-1, runner goes, ball in the air to center field. Thomas Brand sees it well and has it for the Moon City Mavericks. Inning is over, but not before Nixa scores again. 6-0 after 7 innings. We're back right after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Seth Burns back to work for the Nixa Suckers in the top of the 8th, protecting what is now a 6-0 advantage for the Fish. Ball game as it stands is 2 hours and 1 minute old. Runners left on base, telling the story in this one for Moon City. Mavericks with 7 hits. They have stranded 5 runners in scoring position over the first 7 innings. They just cannot seem to buy a timely base hit or even a timely outcome at the plate for that matter. Suckers have turned a couple of double plays and certainly have to credit the shortstop Logan Rycraft for that. But an exceptionally frustrating day for City. Brady Welsh hit that hard, but it is playable, but dropped by the left fielder. Simpson. It was a tough play on the run. We're waiting to see hit or error. Nonetheless, Brady Welsh is on. And if you're Moon City, that is most certainly the bottom line. They need hits. They need timely hits, as I said. Tanner Keller-Strauss would like to get one. He's 2 for 3 on the day, a couple of singles and a strikeout. Looked at a slider in the zone for a called strike 1. Martino Training Systems, the official sponsor of Tanner Keller-Strauss, and he is a personal trainer by trade. Looking for a quality rep here. Oh gosh, man, sometimes I just can't lay off the bad jokes. Conservative lead from Brady Welsh. I thought we might see a check throw. We did. Nothing eventful. Sets up a 1-1. That's a no. We've got 1, 2, 3. I see a total of 5 dogs in the stands. Apparently you can bring your dogs to Meadow Park. Never gotten an official ruling on that. Fly ball in the air, center field, running in and making a nice catch on the run is Schuyler Carter for the out. Just telling you what I'm seeing. There are dogs down on that lower concourse. Of course, when you come in here at Meadow Park, all the seating is field level, and most of the bleachers are under a couple of large permanent metal awnings. So even though it is hot and sunny and 84 degrees out on that playing surface right now, it's nice in the shade. And if you're on the first base side, you got a cool north wind blowing in your face at 8 miles per hour. 0-1 to Matthew Keller-Strauss. Hit sharply in the air to right, but that is caught. Out number 2, Landon Clark tracking it down and hauling it in. So 2 gone. Brandon Winder with another chance. Winder came up in the 6th and popped out. He is 1 for 3 today. Ooh, went around at a high fastball. One of those things where he started the swing, knew it wasn't the thing to do, but couldn't stop the motion at that point. So Brandon hitting .333, swung and missed. Had a nasty breaking pitch from Seth Burns. Steps out and now hops back in for the 0-2. Seth looking to finish. Not that time, as he threw that above eye level. A waste pitch, perhaps. They set him up down and away, and they missed down. So we're back even 2-2. Two outs and a runner on in the 8th. Burns throws a breaking ball. Winder pulls it foul. We'll set up and do it again. The native of Farmington, Missouri, Brandon Winder, trying to make Nixa pitcher Seth Burns labor. Try the breaking pitch again. That was well inside, but it did not hit the batter, so we'll do a full count. 3-2 payoff from Seth Burns. Runner takes off. It's a wild pitch, so Brady Welsh will get second base any way you slice it. And the inning continues for the Mavericks. Once again, they put a man into scoring position. That is now the 6th time in the game that has happened, but the score, 6-0 in the Suckers' favor for the moment. This is A.J. Musser, so he is re-entering. 0 for 1 on the day, sat back and swung at a Seth Burns curveball for a strike. A.J. 2 for 4. For 1 today. Works as a loan processor. He is originally from Mishawaka, Indiana. That is near South Bend, up in the northern part of the Hoosier State. Swinging a foul ball back. Musser, facial expression showed he's a little upset with himself there, as he sent the barrel underneath that baseball and fouled it, and has fallen behind 0-2. And then he reached for a ball down, dropped third strike. Suckers will turn the 2-3 to get out of the inning. So Seth Burns puts another goose egg on the board. Nixa has done that 8 times today, and they lead the Moon City Mavericks by a score of 6-0. The bottom of the 8th is next.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank, we do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Towing pitching change for the Moon City Mavericks. Left-hander Kyle Carpenter is on. Trying to help his team claw back into this one. He's sponsored by Key Cornerstone Realty of St. Peters, Missouri. Carpenter has been stellar so far in 2025. 6 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 2 walks. Last time out against the Springfield Metropolitans, he pitched 3 shutout innings, scattering a couple of hits and walking a batter. Needed just 28 pitches to get those 9 outs. Carp was an Ozark Mountain Duck in 2024, pitching 25 innings and had a 6.04 ERA. We've seen this a few times with Moon City, where a pitcher has something of an off season, gets drafted by the Moon City Mavericks, and somehow Daniel England, the pitcher whisperer, turns them into a pretty lights-out ball player. We saw that a season ago with Michael Barnes. We are certainly seeing shades of it here in Season 10 with Kyle Carpenter, who is now ahead of Caleb Cole, 0-2. Caleb has shaken his head at both of the offerings from the lefty. But he's going to have to choke up and do something here. The 0-2 pitch. Carpenter missed outside. Caleb Cole today is 2 for 2 with an RBI double. He's also been hit by a pitch. Slider swung on, grounded, left side. Kellerstrass up with it, but no chance for a throw. That was hit deep enough and wide enough along the line. There was really no chance for Tanner to do anything with that. And so Caleb Cole is on here in the bottom of the 8th. Now 3 for 3. We're going infield single all the way on that one, and I think that's a very fair decision. So Courtney Spitz is up next. 1 for 2 on the day, a walk, a strikeout, an RBI on a single. Kyle Carpenter knew he'd be getting a pretty meaty part of the order coming on here in relief of Tyler Abma, but Abma hit the limit. He threw 3 innings. Carpenter can go 2 here and can go to extras if it warrants. But for that to happen, the Mavericks are going to need to make some offense happen in the 9th. Wild pitch allows Cole to advance up. Fastball from Carpenter, swung on and put in the air left field. Tracking that one is Matthew Kellerstrass. Runner tags up. Tag was there, but not in time. So Caleb Cole advances on the flyout. 1 away. Runner on third, and the batter is Trent Simpson. He's having a day. 2 for 3 with a pair of RBIs. One of them came on a double in the first that is currently standing up as a potential game-winning run. Simpson puts that one into the outfield. Brand tracks it, hauls it in. Throw coming in on a sacrifice fly attempt. Cole is safe. Thomas Brand's throw was on the money, just took a hop. There was really no chance for Alex Bird to get the tag down, so it goes down as a sac fly for Trent Simpson. It is now 7-0. Suckers. Sheets are clean. It is now a 7-0 ball game. Logan Rycraft swings and fouls one off. Carpenter throws a breaking pitch that Rycraft fouls off. Be 0-2 with 2 away. There we go. Now they've got the scoreboard up and correct. 7 runs for the Suckers. They have scored runs in 5 of their 8 innings batting today. There's a base hit for Rycraft down the right field line. Bacon over to get it, but Rycraft fast enough and hit that ball deep enough. It's going to be a double. So Logan's played some nice defense today. Now he's got a hit in the offense column to show for it. Zach Young, meanwhile, 0 for 2, but has been hit by a pitch. Looked at a Kyle Carpenter slider for a strike. Pulled it sharply. Welsh can't hang on. He knocked it down. He will try the throw, and that is in time. What a recovery and what a throw by Brady Welsh. They get the 6-3 and get Moon City out of the inning. They will have a chance, but they're going to need to score a touchdown in our Ninth inning. It is coming up next. It is Grip and Rip Baseball, live and free on YouTube. Big thank you to the title sponsor of streaming coverage all season long. That is Central Bank of the Ozarks. And while we're at it, we'll say a big thank you to Henry's Towing. The ninth inning is next.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Seth Burns on for the ninth, the commercial-free ninth inning, presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Last chance for the Mavericks, trailing 7-0 in what has been a frustrating day at the bat for Moon City. It'll be Alex Bird and then Kyle Carpenter and Sam Hornberger scheduled to hit. Alex Bird looked at ball one high. Alex today 0 for 2 with a walk. Ball 2, bounced low and in. Coming up today at 3, Springfield Metropolitans are set to take on the Branson Showmen. Trey Turner and Logan Wiley, the announced starting pitchers for that game. So a couple of ex-Missouri State Bears and a couple of former professionals going at it there. Should be a pretty good tilt. Also have Clay Odell joining me on the broadcast crew for that one. Bird swung and missed at strike 2 on a Seth Burns slider. Seth comes set from up by the chin. Tried another breaking pitch. Bird reached down. It is into foul territory. And it drops in just sort of in between where Johnny Best and Zach Young were both trying for it. Neither man comes up with the baseball, and so the plate appearance will continue for Alex Bird. Thinking about coming out to the ballpark, I can tell you, looks like we have hit our daytime high. It's 85. Temperature expected to stay right there for a couple of hours, and then we will cool off back down into the 70s for baseball night in the Ozarks. Alex Bird went and got a new baseball bat, so might have broken one. Back in there for another 2-2 pitch swing and a grounder to the shortstop. Logan Rycraft hopped the throw, and then it did not stay in the glove of first baseman Zach Young, so Alex Bird is safe. bring up the number 9 hitter, the pitcher, Kyle Carpenter. Up with a man on here. Watch that one catch the outside corner for a called strike. Carpenter 1 for 2 today. An infield single and a walk to his credit. But he has fallen behind here, 0-2. Burns rocks and fires. Carpenter reaches out and pokes this one, but it's going foul. Out on the base paths, Alex Bird took off on the 2-strike pitch. And we will expect the Mavericks to be aggressive here. It is the 9th inning, so down by 7. They're going to have to start forcing some issues. Breaking pitch from Seth Burns gets Kyle Carpenter on strikes, 1 away. Batter is now Sam Hornberger, the first baseman from Glendale High School in Springfield, Missouri, where he was a second-team all-conference infielder. Training to be a manager at Cintas. Swings and puts that one back to Seth Burns, who's thinking about a double play, a 1-6-3. The Suckers turn it. They turn 3 double plays on the ball game, and that's it. It is all over. Nixa defeats Moon City 7-0. We will go with a split when it comes to awarding the Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. So first of all, got to give a strong runner-up. Seth Burns just pitched 3 scoreless innings there. That's pretty good. Caleb Cole ends up going 3 for 3 on the day with an RBI double. But we're going to split it up between the starting pitcher, Jake Uber. He had 5 innings, no runs, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. And then Trent Simpson finishes out the day 2 for 3 with a pair of hits, 3 RBIs, including an RBI double back in the first that stands up as the game winner. So a lot of good performances, as one might expect when you look at a 7-0 final score. A shutout for the pitching staff of Jake Uber, Ricky Gooding Jr., and Seth Burns. But we will go with a couple of Elite Promotions, Elite Performers of the game. Trent Simpson for the offensive work, and Jake Uber for the pitching today. 7-0 is the score. We will come back, wrap things up, try to talk things over with some of the guys from the Nixa Suckers, and get you ready for 2 more games as the GRBL Sunday triple header rolls on. Before we go to break, I'll say a big thank you to a couple of title sponsors. Number 1, when you are stuck on the side of the road, when you're in a jam and you need a tow, you got to make the right call. You got to let Henry do it. And number 2, we will thank Burl Behavioral Health with clinics throughout the Springfield metro area and southwest Missouri. Help is easy to find. If you are in crisis, call 988. And for scheduling, check them out at burlcenter.com. Back with our SRC Holdings postgame show right after this.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
I need a change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible.
Try our community classes for only $8. Sumit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burl Behavioral Health.
You're invited to pause and feel connected. Let's practice by taking a deep breath in and an exhale out, and start to notice the space around you. What can you see that is a reminder of your connection with others? Maybe it's a drawing created by a child, a music playlist put together with a friend, a beloved pet basking in the sun. If we look closely, there's evidence of our connection to others all around us.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Elite promotion.
Berger back with you live. Mark Worley Field at Meadow Park. It is the SRC Holdings postgame show. Pleased to be joined by a couple of Nixa Suckers who are 7-0 winners today over the Moon City Mavericks. What do we want to talk first, guys? Offense or defense? We're going to talk defense, so we'll let the veteran make the call. So let's talk defense. We bring in starting pitcher Jake Uber, 5 scoreless innings today, scattering 5 hits, striking out 2. And walk into Jake, just coming into this, this is back-to-back outings now where we've seen you make a good start. How do you feel about the way you have adjusted to just the GRBL style of play?
I feel like I made a decent adjustment, especially considering the first week was not ideal. 7 free bases and 1 inning pitch, so definitely not what I wanted to do. But yeah, last couple weeks have been a lot better. So
I'm sure it kind of felt better as the day went on. As the guys started to score some runs, you get some run support. Does that free you up or loosen you up when you go back out onto the mound for those later innings?
Not necessarily. I mean, my goal is always to put up a 0 at the end of the day. So my job doesn't change whether there's runs on the board or not.
Certainly helps when the defense turns 3 double plays behind you.
That was huge.
That was huge. Got to give you some confidence. And then just how about the chemistry you're starting to develop with your catcher, Courtney Spitz?
Yeah, no, it's coming along well. We're just throwing a lot of fastballs and trying to get out. So seems to be working well.
I think it went okay today. So let's talk a little offense. Trent Simpson, today you end up going 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. Started off with a big RBI double in the first. You sit back, you watch Caleb Cole and Courtney Spitz goes on. That's got to be fun, but that's also got to dial up the pressure just a little bit.
A little bit. I couldn't have RBIs if guys weren't on base. So having guys on in front of you feels good in the plate there. Just to try to put a barrel on it and make something good happen.
So you guys scored 14 a week ago. You score 7 today. I know you've been around this league a long time, and you know how there are ups and downs. But just how about the overall offensive capability that this team has shown?
Man, I knew it as soon as those rosters came out after draft day. I knew we were going to have a good squad. Knew we had whole lot of defense out there. Might be one of the best defensive teams in the GRBL. And then you just look through the lineup and you're like, man, we got a lot of sticks out here that can make something special happen.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, I think at least I was talking a lot about defense after the Suckers roster was revealed. If you would have told me you guys would be scoring runs as you are, I might have said, I don't know about that. But I mean, are you guys surprised at all, or is this just business as usual and business is good?
I think when you put the quality of ball players that Spitz put on the field this year, I think we kind of have a little bit of everything. We got some good pitching over here with Uber, especially going 5 innings for us last two weeks. That really sets the tone, and then frees us up because we know he's going to put up some zeros and do some good stuff over there. So just kind of frees up the mind in the batter's box there to make something cool happen.
So that is now back-to-back wins. You guys improved to 2-1, and certainly are in good standing as we head into the Labor Day break here. Just want to end it by just asking you guys a culture question. We knew coming in this was a team with just a lot of good ball players and a lot of good character, but what is it like being in that dugout and some of the moments away from the cameras when you guys are just a baseball team?
It's fun. I don't know. I'm guessing Jake's gonna say it's a blast in there. I mean, you should have seen us after old Johnny lays down a bunt right there. Everybody was up here at the front of the dugout, dude, just giving him all the credit right there. And ended up getting a run across because of it. So no, it's fun in there, and dugout's lively and loose, and it feels good.
So then, Jake, what about, we've talked a lot about pitching, but, we've seen you go out and run the bases and be something of a dangerous man. I did not know you had that level of a base running game. So
yeah, I don't know. I like running the bases. So I think it's a lot of fun, but I haven't got to do it for 6 years. So
and that's a thing. A lot of college pitchers come in and they come into this league and say, wait a minute, you mean I can go take some at bats? You mean I can go out there and run and do a little bit more? Or are we going to see some more Jake Uber with the bat, or maybe go out and play a position before the season's done?
Yeah, we'll see. He's thrown me in right. Last week I think. So yeah, I don't mind to play the field a little bit. So.
Very good. Well, glad you're here, and glad to see, after that week 1 that you've turned in a couple of good weeks. We'll let you rest up over the Labor Day break. Come back and see you guys on September 7th. You got the sandwich game taking on the Branson Showmen. So a little bit of scouting to do there, Trent. After losing to them week 1, what would it mean to come out and put the shellac on the other side?
Yeah, that would feel great. They definitely need a loss here, and we want to be the ones to give it to them. After getting walked off, that wasn't fun. So can't say I haven't thought about it a few times since that happened, and seeing them on coming up here in a couple weeks. We're going to give it our best effort, and hopefully the chips fall on our side.
Should be a pretty good scrap. We will wait and see. But September 7th now circled on the calendar for Nixa Suckers fans. It's going to be a good one.
Eyeballing it.
So Jake Uber, Trent Simpson, thank you guys so much for stopping by. 7-0 is the final score as the Fish defeat the Moon City Mavericks today. Nixa improves to 2-1 for the moment, even with the Ozark Mountain Ducks in the GRBL South. They're 2-0. We'll see them tonight at 6 on Baseball Night in the Ozarks. Next stream will come up at about 2:50 p.m. here in the Central Time Zone. We will bring you the Branson Showmen against the Springfield Metropolitans. That'll be Logan Wiley going for the Mets against Trey Turner for the Showmen. Should be a pretty good one. For our director, Schuyler Bartlemy, my name is Rance Berger. Good afternoon from Springfield, Missouri.